Hello students. So today we are going to study about the circulatory system of Unio. So Unio is a freshwater mussel usually found in freshwater bodies such as rivers, streams, lakes, channels, etc. And this Unio has the open type of circulatory system. The circulatory system of Unio consisting heart, arteries and veins. The main pumping part of the circulatory system is heart. Heart is made up of one ventricle and two auricles, and the heart is situated at posterior dorsal part of the body. It is covered by a layer called as pericardium. From the heart, two aorta are extending, one towards the posterior side and one towards anterior side. The anterior aorta proceed towards anterior side and supply blood to the anterior part of the body, and similarly the posterior aorta proceed towards the posterior part of the body and supply blood to the respective part. When it moves towards anterior side, the anterior aorta ends with an artery called as anterior pallial artery. So finally the anterior aorta ends with anterior pallial artery, it supplies blood to the pallium. Similarly, before that anterior aorta produce a branch called as visceral artery. The visceral artery is the one which supplies blood to the visceral organs or visceral part or visceral mass. Thus visceral artery is branched into the following branches. One is called as gastric artery. The another one is called as hepatic artery and intestinal artery and genital artery or gonadal artery. The gastric artery will supply blood to the stomach, and the hepatic artery will supply to the liver, and the intestinal artery supply blood to the intestinal part of the body, and similarly the genital or gonadal artery will supply blood to the gonads. It is reproductive organs. So once it supplies blood to the respective organs, the blood is again recollected. So after utilizing that oxygen, the blood becomes deoxygenated. The deoxygenated is recollected from the veins. That veins are named according to that part of the organ. For example, gastric vein. It collects that impure blood from the gastric or stomach, and hepatic vein, it collects the impure blood from the hepatic or liver, and next one is called as intestinal vein. It collects that blood from the intestine, and genital vein, it collects blood from the genital organ. After collecting all that impure blood from these kind of arteries, and that all veins are fused to form one common vein called as visceral vein. That means the gastric vein, the intestinal vein, the hepatic vein and the genital vein all are fused to form a common vein called as visceral vein. The visceral vein moves towards posterior side, and when it moves towards posterior side, the another vein which is collecting the impure blood from the pedal vein, that means foot. So from the foot, the impure blood is collected by a vein called as pedal vein. The pedal vein and that visceral vein are fused to form a common vein called as vena cava. The vena cava further proceed towards posterior side and reached a part called as kidney, where the blood is undergo that removal of nitrogenous waste substances. So that vena cava is branched into afferent renal vein. That means the blood is supplied to the kidney, what they are called as afferent renal vein. So after supply blood to the kidney, the blood is purified, that means removal of nitrogenous waste, and after removal of that nitrogenous waste materials, the blood is recollected by efferent renal vein. Efferent renal veins. So that efferent renal vein again move towards, all that efferent renal veins are fused to form one vein called as afferent tenoidal vein. Afferent tenoidal vein. That means in the kidney only the nitrogenous waste substances are removed. When it moves towards the tenoidia, that means respiratory organs. When it moves towards that tenoidia, the blood is supplied to the tenoidia or gills, where the blood is supplied to the gills by branches are called as afferent tenoidal veins. From the gills or tenoidia, the blood is recollected by another type of veins are called as efferent tenoidal veins. So the blood which supplied to the kidney are called as afferent renal vein. The blood which is collected from the kidney are called as efferent renal veins. Similarly, the blood is supplied to the lungs or that gills. That arteries are called as afferent tenoidal arteries, and the blood is collected from the tenoidia, they are called as efferent tenoidal veins. So all the efferent tenoidal veins are fused to form a common vein. That efferent tenoidal vein move towards that ventricle and supply blood to the heart. Similarly, towards the posterior side, the posterior aorta, it supplies blood to the posterior part of the body and ends with an artery called as posterior pallial artery. After that, pallium is also a respiratory organ in case of Unio. That posterior pallial artery supplies blood to the pallium, and after purification of the blood is recollected by the posterior pallial vein. The posterior pallial vein. The posterior pallial vein and the posterior pineal vein, both of them takes that blood to the auricles. It takes the blood to the heart. So in this way, the blood is completely supplied and recollected. So it takes back and sending. So in this way, the blood is circulating in one direction and blood is recollected in another direction. This is what is called a circulatory system of Unio. The schematic representation of this blood supply is represented as follows. So this is what is called as ventricle. This is anterior aorta and this is posterior aorta. Here we can see that this is what is called as visceral organs. The visceral organs are made up of that visceral artery like gastric artery, intestinal artery, hepatic artery and gonadal artery. All that arteries supply blood to the respective organs, and again the blood is recollected and become that visceral vein. That visceral vein takes blood to that kidney. So after blood is moved towards that kidney, the blood is purified and again it moved towards gills. Where I already discussed, the blood is supplied to the gills, what they are called as afferent tenoidal veins or arteries, and similarly after purification the blood is recollected from the gills, which are called as efferent tenoidal veins. The all efferent tenoidal veins are fused to form tenoidal vein and it takes that blood to the heart. And here the posterior aorta supply blood to the mantle, otherwise called as pallium. Mantle is also respiratory organ, so it involves in purification of blood. So once the blood is purified, the blood is recollected. What that artery is called as pallial vein. The pallial vein and the tenoidal vein, both the veins takes that impure blood to the heart. Take that blood to the heart. Again, once the blood is entered into the heart, the heart once again pumping to the two aorta, one is posterior aorta and anterior aorta. So this is what is called as the course of blood circulation in case of Unio. This is a schematic representation of that circulation of blood. This is anterior aorta and this is heart, how heart aorta, posterior aorta, and anterior aorta it takes or supply blood to the visceral organs, then vena cava, here is mantle or thallium, vena cava, and it goes to the kidney and again gills. From the gills, efferent branchial veins which collect and send to the heart. Similarly, from the mantle, the thallial vein recollect the blood and the mantle collecting that blood and send to the heart. So this is a complete schematic representation of circulatory system of Unio. So this is, sorry? So thank you for listening this talk about the circulatory system of Unio. Thank you, Anada. Next. ನೋಡಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆನಾ? ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ?